In the strait between Gozo and Malta in the Mediterranean lies the MV Karwela with its iconic staircase, a ferry wreck that's synonymous with wreck diving in the region, in today's episode on the Dive Saga channel. One of my favorite things to do in life is cruising the Mediterranean Sea between scuba dives. Today, we are aboard the Buddy Boat operated by Buddy Boat Malta, having just finished an amazing dive on Malta's most recent wreck, the HEPHAESTUS oil tanker. You can find the episode right here on the Dive Saga channel.
If you watched our last episode about the HEPHAESTUS, then you know that we're with our friends of Buddy Boat here in Malta. And when we surfaced from the last dive, actually had some pizza, warmed up with some nice coffee, we realized we're right next to the Karwela, which is like probably Malta's most dived wreck. So they offered us a second dive. We're going to warm up, gear up, and then we're going to check out the Karwela.
No rest for the wicked. Even though I'm diving side mount, we are switching our kit to full cylinders and reconvene in the Buddy Boat's comfy salon to discuss the dive. I'm still with photographer Yuri and safety diver Florian, and we need to plan for a safe dive and a successful shoot. 2 long dives in a row in the middle of May in this part of the world can get a little bit chilly, so good exposure protection is key. For those of you who aren't dry suit divers, squatting like this while breaking the neck seal helps purge the air out of the suit so we don't enter the water excessively buoyant. Camera ready, let's go. The wreck of the Karwela lies perfectly upright on the sea floor at about 40 meters or 130 feet deep and has a total length of about 50 meters, 160 feet long. The MV Karwela's story begins far from the Maltese islands in Germany, where the ferry was originally built in 1957 and named the MV Frisia II. The vessel was intended to serve as a passenger ferry navigating the North Sea's coastal waters. By the early 1980s, the MV Frisia II had served its purpose in Germany and was sold to new owners in Malta. The vessel was renamed the MV Karwela, and under the new ownership of Gozo Channel Company Limited, the ferry was repurposed to serve the Malta-Gozo route, transporting passengers between the Maltese mainland and the island of Gozo. This is a nice and intricate wreck. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but something makes the Karwela almost magical. Perhaps it's the wooden floorboards. As I'm diving here, I realize I don't think I've dived a wreck before that wasn't made 100% of metal. The wood gives it a very mysterious and almost spooky quality, and I love it. Perhaps the most famous feature of the Karwela is the staircase. The staircase, adorned with tiles and flanked by railings, is a highlight and often features in underwater photographs. There are several holes in the Karwela, some made on purpose to make penetration safer and others caused by decay over time. On a sunny day, they allow light to enter the wreck, further adding to the spooky ambiance. This shot here, with a diver coming down the staircase, is probably the most iconic and often recreated shot for photographs here. It makes the Carwela feel like a mini Titanic. On both sides of the staircase, doors take us to the passenger deck and cafeteria. Here too, a spooky sensation sends chills down my spine. I suppose it helps that we were lucky and have the wreck all to ourselves. Many floorboards of the upper deck are broken or missing, adding to the dramatic vibe. The MV Karwela is not a small vessel by any means, but by the late 1990s it became apparent that the ferry was aging and no longer met modern standards for comfort and safety. The increasing demand for more efficient and larger vessels capable of handling higher passenger volumes and providing better amenities led to the phasing out of the MV Karwela. The idea of scuttling decommissioned vessels to recreate artificial reefs is not new. Such initiatives serve multiple purposes. They provide new habitats for marine life, promote biodiversity, and create new attractions for scuba divers. The scuttling of the MV Karwela and its transformation into a dive site has had a significant cultural and economic impact on Gozo. Culturally, the ferry's history and its new role as an underwater attraction are points of local pride. Economically, the Carwela has contributed to the local tourism industry. Diving tourism is a lucrative sector in Malta, attracting enthusiasts from around the world. The MV Karwela is part of a larger trend in Malta towards the creation of artificial reefs and the promotion of wreck diving. Malta's clear waters, rich marine life and numerous wrecks make it one of the top diving destinations in the world. The island's strategic location in the Mediterranean has resulted in a rich maritime history, with many shipwrecks from different eras lying off its coast. As an underwater attraction, the MV Karwela continues to captivate divers, offering a unique glimpse into the past while contributing to the sustainable development of Malta's tourism industry. The story of the MV Karwela is not just about the ship's end, but about new beginnings, under the waves where history, nature, and adventure converge. After a glorious day of adventure and discovery on the Mediterranean Sea, it is time to return home. But not without some delicious pizza. What a way to end the day.
Woo, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Buddy Boat Malta for showing us the Carwela. Make sure to subscribe to the Dive Saga channel and maybe also go and follow Buddy Boat Malta on Instagram. I'll put their handle below. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.